Hello and welcome back. I am back from Japan. We are back from Japan. Yay. So I just wanted to make this quick little video. I had the footage already. It was not a planned thing. So before y'all are like, well, it's not a fair test if it's not the exact same chain. I know. This is entertainment, right, guys? It's entertainment. We like it. This is our hobby. But if you hear bustling noises, that's because we're all waking up for the day. It is 5 a.m. roughly, and I have already been up for about 3 hours. I can remember as a kid wondering why old people always seem to talk about jet lag. And I'm actually really well traveled. You know, I've been to Europe several times, the Middle East several times. Anyways, this is the first time that it's really, truly affected me. Because Japan is like 12 hours different, maybe 13. It depends on the time thing. Because Japan, they don't do the daylight savings time. So it's either 11 hours or 13 hours ahead of us here on the East Coast. So it's like, whoa. Anyways, yeah. So about this video, both of these saws were ported by moi. The 2258, I will openly admit that I probably didn't gain much of any power on that saw. I thought that I did whenever I first did it, but in testing it over and over again, I don't know, did I really? Probably not. It has a one of my hammerhead pipes on it, and I think that honestly might be killing a little bit of power because the way that cylinder is angled back like that, the exhaust just flows straight out of it. And I think you need a small amount of back pressure. Anyways, lots of stuff going on with that Jonsered. It's a really cool saw, but it's never been particularly strong. And so what I did was, if you want to look back through my videos, just type in Novice Lumberjack 2258, and you'll see everything that I did to that Jonsered. Not to sound belittling, but learn how to search. Yeah, if you want to see one of my videos on a specific saw, Novice Lumberjack, husqvarna 359. Novice Lumberjack, husqvarna 660. You know, that's how you search, guys. So, but anyways, the 2258 is a really, really, really cool saw. However, once I realized that my port job didn't quite work, I was always really kind of jonesing. So I have a Husqvarna 560 XP full circle crank to put in it. I've got 560/562 XP transfer caps. And I ultimately plan on upgrading that saw further. But I'm in no rush to do it because I'm not going to use that saw a whole lot anyways. It is a beauty queen, and I have no problem keeping it on the shelf. And even if I did port it right, and it was really, really great, I got to say I'd still probably prefer to run a 590 or 620 Echo based saw. I currently own this saw right here in this video was ported for a gentleman named Scott, and he loves it. It worked out great. I currently have a Shindaiwa 600 SX that I have big plans for in the future. They just really pack a huge punch. And so if you're new to my channel and everything, you don't really exactly know what's going on, why I'm speaking so high of the Echo versus the Jonsered. That Jonsered is running a 325 chain. So both of them are running 20-inch bars, but the Echo has an Oregon LGX. It is the full chisel, but has the safety rakers on it. And they are notoriously slow chains out of the box. It is an out-of-the-box chain. It is absolutely nothing special. They are severely lacking when compared to the other 3/8 chains as far as speed goes. They're good chains, nothing wrong with that. But this right here was a speed comparison, right? So that LGX is slow, whereas the 325 chain on the Jonsered, it is a steel RS 325 chain that is nicely sharpened. I've actually got it down pretty well on those 325 steel RS chains. I can sharpen them up pretty darn good. And it's cutting really well. And that chain is, in this wood, would be a serious 2 to 3 seconds faster than the chain that is on the Echo 590. And I know you go, well, I'm not going to believe it till I see it and stuff like that. And I can't show you everything, you know. I had the footage for this, thought I'd see it, see how well it does. The reason I put a 325 chain on that Jonsered is because the 3/8 chain was holding it back. I felt like it just, I mean, it could pull it just fine, but it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And so in order to give it a leg up, I put that 325 chain on there. And I like it. It runs really good with that 325. It runs very close in power to the ported Echo 590s, but it still is not, it's not quite there. The 590, man, that thing, you know, with help from a lot of people. Okay, I don't want to take a bunch of credit here. Charlie Briscoe has been fantastic. Pat, although Pat, I don't think Pat's even ever ported one of these Echo 590s, but I mean Cajun, right? He's really helpful, even though he hasn't done anything with these Echoes per se. You know, just simply talking and bouncing ideas off of him. All kinds of people: Donald, Joe, Jeff, Seacombe, Tim, Iowa Saws, Iowa Performance Saws. I got a lot of people that I talk with a lot about porting, and they've really helped me out. And I've kind of found my own way. And at this point now, I've found a recipe that I think really works great on these 590s. I mean, that 590 right there, you may or may not believe it. I don't need you to, but yeah, that'll pull right there neck and neck with a 372 XP X-Torque, a stock one, you know, and it just runs great. They're such good saws, and what kills me is how there's still people out there that knock them, and I don't even understand that. That saw right there, I think it was another Facebook find. I got it for probably around $225, you know. Anyways, you can't beat that. It's a great saw. And even if you bought it brand new at Home Depot, I think they're right at $400. So anyways, little short video. I've rambled on enough, and we'll end it right now. But just know I am back, and I am back to work on the saws for SawFest. However, I'm waiting on a couple parts that were supposed to be here and waiting for me whenever I got home. They were not. And so I can't be putting that stuff back together until probably Friday this week or something like that. Anyways, I'll have more stuff coming and everything. But, you know, getting back from that long vacation, and boy, it was hard on your feet. I'll tell you what, if you're fat ass, don't go to Japan. You know, I mean, because there ain't no sitting down. And I consider myself fat. I mean, I got a big old gut, and I'm about 215 pounds, and it's hard on the old feet whenever you have to stand all day long, because there ain't no seats, and there ain't no trash cans. Oh, and somebody Who was it? You, Aaron? No. I can't remember. Somebody was asking about the toilet paper over there. Um, I never saw the original question, I don't think. I mean, I was traveling. I was in Japan, and so I was doing all kinds of different stuff. But it was, somebody was wanting me to talk about the toilet paper situation over there. I never had any issues with toilet paper because I never had to shit in public. So, but I have. Who was it that told us the story, Irene, about there not being any toilet paper? Maybe it was one of you guys. Maybe I was reading in the comments. But yeah, no, it was that kid on the plane coming back. Okay, yeah. We were on the way back. There was a kid who had to go really bad, and luckily for him, he said he only had to pee because there wasn't any toilet paper. So they expect you to bring your own toilet paper to the public bathrooms. I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I can imagine that being a shocker. You sit down to drop a deuce, and you look over, and there's just no toilet paper in sight at all in the whole bathroom. They don't keep it in there, I guess, is the story. You never had that problem? Irene just said she's never had that problem. There's plenty of toilet paper in the public toilets. Maybe it's only for girly girls. Big men are expected to use their hand.